Hello fellow gamers, I am your host Brent Justice and welcome to my gaming channel Justice Gaming. I am in Fallout 4 today to show you an old settlement build tour of the Tenpines Bluff settlement build I did between the years of 2016 to 2018. This continues my Fallout 4 series where I am showing you old settlement builds that I did back in the day, so that in the future I can replay the game and actually do some new builds moving forward with new ideas. But I created so many cool old builds back then that I want to show them off on YouTube before I dive into doing new builds and have new ideas and such. So that's the goal today. There are previous videos to this. Check them out. I have done many other settlements, and there are more to come. But today it's Tenpines Bluff. That's where we are today in Fallout 4. Now, as is with all of these builds, they were made with mods. However, the mods are all broken right now, or actually uninstalled. And so, therefore, things are missing, textures are missing, objects are missing, things are floating, and that is unfortunate, and I apologize. Nothing I can do about that right now, but at least you can get the idea for the theme and the construction and what my head canon is like building these, and you can kind of understand what I was going for in these. So this is going to be a full tour, and let's get started here. Okay, so we are in Tenpines Bluff, as I mentioned. Now, the first thing to understand with this particular map, which is really interesting, way up here at the top of the map in Fallout 4, this particular settlement is varied in elevation. There's a lot of elevation challenges to deal with when you're making a settlement in this area, in this map. You have, first of all, these mounds you can see here. You have elevation differences in the back that you can't see because I've covered them up, where it dips down. It's actually can be quite challenging to build a settlement here in this map, but it is possible, and I did it. So the first thing to keep in mind is that my settlement had a wall all the way around it. So this was completely walled in. Well, the walls are gone. The mods are gone that I'm using, so there are no walls. But normally there would be a wall all the way around this. So let's walk in. I actually have two entrances to Tenpines Bluff. First is this one here, where I've got a neon open sign, just letting people know, hey, this settlement is open, come on in, do business with us. And as we would walk up to this, we would have this turret would be facing the outside, the wall would be right there between those two turrets. So this turret would be facing outside and that one is facing inside. So as you come up to the door, we have it well protected with that turret. And then the structure is also part of the wall. So that was something else about this build. The wall was also made up of the structure itself that I built to be part of the wall. So it was a wall plus buildings that made up the outer edge of the whole settlement. And because, like I said, this is on a very hilly, a very elevated area with a lot of slopes, I had to use these kind of building materials to build on top of to make it flat. Otherwise, it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't look good. But anyway, we'd come to the main door here, open up, and come on in. And as soon as we come on in, this turret here would be greeting the inside, so that if we have any trouble, that turret is protecting us. We also have a water pump right inside. And that is for people bringing in their Brahmin or people just needing some water as soon as they come in. We provide. As you can see, I have the Minutemen flag and the U.S. flag. So this is cool. I have these lamps which light the place up at night. Really cool. While this place does have electricity, I gave it electricity. Not all of it has electricity. There are parts actually that do not have electricity and that I use these old style lamps, for example, to light it up. So that's very cool touch. This building I built as the guard's tower. It basically just sits right here at the entrance, and he has a nice walkway all the way across to check that out, a guard post at the top. So that person is looking out, guarding the settlement at all times from the front. He can walk all the way across this walkway and stand post there and then walk across, and that's his quarters. He can live there and be very comfortable. This place that I built here is, well, it's basically a public restroom, because every place needs a public restroom. And again, with the barrels for heat and light, I figured this place would not smell the best. So burning barrels for the win here in this settlement, especially right here near the bathroom. So yeah, that's why there's a couple of burn barrels right here. You got to think the guy on top here guarding, you know, he's going to smell some stuff. So we're going to give him some burn barrels. But as we walk into this structure that I built, this is the bathroom. It's a public bathroom. It's for everybody. There's some dingy bathtubs, a couple of toilets, which actually are quite nice toilets. But it's open. It's a community bathroom. What more is there to say? I guess I had a light in here and it's not working now. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's just a bathroom, but I like the way that I connected this walkway to it. And we'll go up there in a second and take a look at that. But I connected this walkway to it, and you can see some of the walls are still here, just not all of them. Like these barn walls are here. Whatever wall I was using, though, for the outer edge, it's not there anymore. Now, on the edge of this bathroom, what I have is a turret that's kind of hiding back here in the bushes. So you wouldn't know it's here as you come in the door. But if you're coming in asking for trouble, you won't make it far. We have a laser turret, and it's just right here. Like I said, some things are powered. There's our generator, in fact, powering some of these things right here at the entrance. So we have a turret, and we have spotlights. And this looks really cool at night, and I'll show you a night view, so stay tuned. You can kind of see it. See how it lights up that front door, which is our other entrance, our second entrance? So the light lights that up, and then it lights the entrance up over here too. So both of these lights light this area up real well at night, so we can protect our entrances, dual entrances. Now this shack was already here. This is the workshop shack that comes with this build or this settlement. It's already here, so I didn't add that or do anything there. Just lamps basically to light up our entranceway and walkway through here. Let's go up to the guard post. Again, elevated. You can see the elevation difference, how steep this area is. So we have to build on these pylons or else. It's a very, very hard map to build in. But this is the guard house. Nothing fancy. The guard lives here. Oh, I'm stuck on the door frame. We have a bed for the guard. Some storage area. A desk to work on at night. A lamp. Some shelving units for their things. It's simple. It's a place to sleep and kind of live. And we can rotate guards in here, in and out. We can have different guards staying here at different times. So it's not the same person all the time. But this is what I really like. I made this really cool bridge that goes all the way across. And I just like the way this turned out, because it gives us a very good view of the landscape out here as we're looking out on the Commonwealth. But then if we turn around, we can also look into our settlement itself. And again, there would be walls all the way around, but you get the idea. And so this guard person would come out here and stand guard just like they're doing. And look at this great view they have right down to the entrance. You can definitely see down to the entrance. Can see out around the entire settlement and Commonwealth. A really, really cool view. I like the way the walkway turned out. I mean, that was kind of a cool thing. I had this idea of having a walking path across, and you would walk under it to come into the settlement. And there you go. Now we also have a second entrance, and that's right here. Again, there would be a wall surrounding all of this, and there would be a door here, and this would be the entrance in. There would be a lamp outside, there would be a turret outside, and there would be this turret also outside hiding here, pointed outward. So those would protect you as you come in. If you're causing trouble, don't. Open the door, you would come into the settlement, and boom, you'd have another turret, and then the guard post also has a burn barrel. And then 2 more guards, that's right, 2 more guard posts right here to protect this entrance, and also looking that way they can protect that entrance there too. So we have a lot of protection up front, you could say. Yeah. Now as you come down, you'll see how I built this little fence around this mound because it's very steep and we don't want our people falling off. But I have stairs that go up to this on the other side, and this is kind of a sitting area with a fire pit and everything. It was a neat little area that I built, so let's take a look at that as we come through here. You can really see how steep the elevation is here with these mounds. Got some Brahmin that have wandered in. So what I did here is, because this mound exists, I built this stairways with the scaffolding, as you can see. And I thought that was a cool use of the scaffolding. We've got a character stuck on it, but it allows us to have a ramp up so that we can get level with this mound, and then we can just walk right onto it. And then when we do that, we have a fire pit. I've created a nice, I think, nice looking sectional of benches here surrounding a fire pit that one can sit down and relax by the fire and look at our wonderful settlement. And then we also have a bench here that they can sit down and enjoy with a burn barrel to stay warm. And I built this fence all the way around this area because it's so steep. We don't want our people falling off. So we've got a fence all the way around it. And then there's just a random picnic table here, because why not, right? Why not? And then I had a fence that went all the way down. This was all fenced in, and it was safe. So as we come down this way, let's go straight. I'm kind of making a zigzag pattern here. Let's go straight and look behind the workshop area. I have built basically a cooking station and a fire pit for cooking back here behind everything. And then again, there was a wall that went along here and connected to this post right here. So the wall ended up, here's the side of the settlement, the wall ended up right here and went straight across there. So all of this was on the inside. And then, of course, we have a little farming unit. We have some things that they are farming, so we can have our own food. But it's not a lot. It's a very small farm. There's not a lot here. But it keeps everybody busy. I have a light that lights up this area at night, a water pump for the farm. And this light looks really cool. Actually, I got 2 lights. There's the other one. And at night, I'll show you again. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll show you a night view, but with these lights on, it lights up all the work area for the workers at night. And we'll take a look at that. I even have some trees and things down in here to give them a little extra stuff to farm. And here are my water pumps, which are powered. So I do have electricity on this side of the area. But let's take a step back and let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is really no elephant. It is this whole backdrop you see here. So how this came about, well, the elevation, as I said, it really changes. It goes downhill here quite a bit. It's very steep. And there's also an old house that's kind of partly there. Well, it was ugly, and so instead of fixing the house, I just buried it. Literally, I covered it up. And what I did is I left the middle section where the house is open on the inside so that you can actually go inside and use it as either extra sleeping area or a workshop area or kind of like a panic area. If there's a raid inside our city, our settlement, you can go hide out in this panic area. And I'll show you what I mean by that as we go do that. But in order to make this work, I had to elevate the entire end area here. So you'll see it's on pylons and it's on the concrete blocks. The whole thing had to be elevated upwards so that it would work. Also, it serves as a great way to have rooms for all the people living in this settlement to stay. On the top level are the rooms where they live. And then the bottom level, or the, I guess you could say the upper level from the ground, is where the merchants are. And also where everybody just hangs out. So there was more to this actually, but some of the sides and walls again are missing. So I think the first thing I want to do is just to give you a little peek on the backside. I'm going to run around here to the backside real quick, and I'm going to show you a little thing. See how the house, part of the house, is sticking out? So that's what I covered up. Unfortunately, I could only do that much, but yeah, there wasn't much I could do with this. So it's kind of hanging out, but it's buried and it's kind of on the inside. And what you'll see when we go on the inside is how interesting that actually looks. But here's like the whole backside of this. Pretty large because, again, the elevation is just steep in all directions. It angles down that way and then it angles back this way. I have turrets, though, on the backside and a missile launcher. So even our backside is covered. If somebody is, you know, coming near us, they will fire off. We've got a couple of satellite dishes. And I'll just go real quick to the side view and let you look at this place from like the side. Just so you can see the side of it before we go inside. So it's quite a big structure, actually. Okay, so the first thing is I have two entrances into this area. I have these stairs, which lead straight up to the second floor. That's direct access to the living quarters. But the more interesting staircase, well, I guess they're both interesting, is this one over here, which leads up to the merchant level. I didn't really do anything underneath the piers. I see some of the NPCs hiding there. That's interesting. So as we come up to this top level, again, there would be walls here all the way around. We have the walking platform up above us where a guard post sits, and we'll go up there and take a look. But you would walk up here, and this is, well, where everybody is at. This is the hangout spot. We have tables.
Been growing pretty good lately.
And as you can see, they're enjoying it. Candles. and lanterns light this place up at night. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
We have power. Power is protected. We have a little fence around the power. And then we have the merchant stations, just simple merchant stations. This is not a huge settlement. So we've got a general store, we got a bar, and as we come in here, this is the secret, so we're not going to see that just yet. As we come in here, we got the weapons area, and I had a wall and a door here, so it was a little more intimate as you come in this area. And with the lighting, I had this purple lighting, which looked really nice. Had a weapons station back here out of the way, a jukebox, and an armor station. Again, with the purple lighting, this really looked good. Really looks good at night. Again, more purple lighting. That does seem to be working, so I will show all that at night, and it looks pretty cool. Now, as we walk this way, we do have an outdoor stove and a desk and a lantern, some storage areas. We have some vending machines, a little bar area, and seating. I keep doing that every video, don't I? Just a place to come and well, just hang out, you know. Some shelving units that are kind of glitched into the wall there, oddly. We come this way, and this is our electrical. So we've got our generators here giving power to everything, hidden away nice and neat. And you can see there's no access to the second level from here, because we don't want anyone coming into the settlement going up to the living quarters straight from here. So the separate ladder system works for that, and this is stuck. So let's go up there, and then we'll go inside and take a look at that part. So as we go up to the second level, it's kind of protected, but not really. It's got this open roof kind of thing going on. Now, I had walls here, so these were not out in the open. So imagine a wall going all the way down here. And then imagine a couple of doors that would lead inside to the residential area. So you would walk in, and then you would have basically a row of rooms where people could stay. First, you'd have this little office desk area where somebody could do administrative work under red light. And that is where the generator is down below, and you can see how I pass through the power cables to the top here, like a junction right there. So that's pretty cool. Then each room basically just has a bed, you know. They're all open tops. They have good, cool mood lighting, but otherwise they're just beds for the people to sleep in. These are their rooms. They can do what they want with their rooms. They can decorate them. And also we have some beds here in the corridor because we needed some extra beds. This settlement got larger than I wanted it to. And then I had a door to the outside here, and then I had this balcony. This was actually an outdoor balcony. While all this was indoor, you see, this was outdoor, the balcony. And then this goes straight across the top here. You can see what we're above the merchant stations, and this goes to the lookout for this side. And I like this lookout position because it's looking out. You can see all of the inside of our settlement this way. So it's a good way to protect everybody up here that's on the residential level, plus anybody inside the settlement.
Yeah.
Also, take a look at top. Look how many turrets and missile things we have going on there. I mean, and I got 2 more on that side, and I got 2 more over there. This settlement is ready to defend itself, and I have to tell you, it's really cool if like something gets in the middle here and all these things start firing at it. I might set that up and see if I can make that happen so we can see this place in action. It might end up crashing it, but I'll try. But first, let's go back down and inside the little secret area I told you about, the workshop area, which I think is kind of cool and unique.
Yes?
Alright, so as we go into this door here, it's all open inside. So what I did is I left it open all the way to the ground. So this house, as you can see, that's clipping through everything. Well, that's actually part of the build. It's I left it, it's here, you know, the original house that you can't scrap is here. It's on the inside. I thought, you know what, I can't scrap it, so I'm going to build around it, and that's what I did. But by doing that, it left this cool hole down here. And I can imagine this would be like a safe place. We have mats down here, so people can sleep down here. There's extra beds. But this is kind of like a hideaway, if you think about it. It's a hiding spot. It's a safe spot, a panic room kind of area down here, and I like that. I didn't really intend for it to end up being that way, but it ended up being that way, so I was like, okay, well, let's go with it. Yeah, so it's like a neat area down here. Now, if we go up this ladder, though, we're still on the inside. We're still surrounded by all this, but what I made was like a little workshop area up here above the house. So we've got our armor bench and chemistry and workbench and everything we need here to work on things. And we're protected. We're completely covered and protected. So if there's, you know, a bad radiation storm or whatever have you, you can come in here and have shelter. But that's kind of cool how the house is like under this and inside this like area. I don't know, I just kind of like it. It's hard to explain. It's just really interesting to me. So I kind of enjoyed or liked that little inside bit there. It's like a little secret that's in this settlement that you really can't tell that it's there from the outside. But once you get in here, you can see it. That's kind of neat, huh?
Yes? Yes?
Right, there's one more thing I want to show you. Let's go up to the roof real quick so you can see the kind of defenses that I have. Look at that. So on this end, I have all of those things pointing inside, and then those things pointing outside, and those things pointing outside, and those things pointing outside. I mean, it's really a well-defended settlement, as small as it is. There you go. That's basically Tenpines Bluff in the daylight, but of course we need to switch to nighttime so I can show you what this place looks like at nighttime, because it is pretty cool with the lighting. So I'm going to do that now, and I will be right back. Okay, welcome back to Tenpines Bluff at night. Let's do a quick night tour. Unfortunately, not all of my lighting is working. You can see the open sign is not working, and normally that would light up. As we would come in to the settlement here, open the door, we would be greeted by these nice glowing lamp posts and barrels. And just gives the whole area a nice vibe coming in. And then also, look how colorful the main structure is as you're looking down it at night. That's really colorful. I like that. Now as we come up here, again, just burn barrels and lamps. Light this area up because there's no electricity on this section. So it's just lamps. Lamps to light us up with. But I like the fact that the entire thing doesn't have electricity, that it's, you know, part of it does and part of it does not. Makes sense. And it's a small settlement. There is a light in here. Let me turn on these spotlights, show you what that looks like at night, because that is so cool to me. Look how much that lights up the entrance. That's bright. You can't miss it. Yeah, I love that. I like the way that turned out because you get to see both entrances. It lights up both entrances real well, so from a distance this would look really cool. Let's look at it from this direction. Yeah, that's real nice. So that's the spotlights. And we come to this mound here where the fire is, and you'll see that it's kind of cool too at night. Just a nice lit fire. The place is kind of dark, but when we turn these lights on to light up the farm area down here, you'll see that it's not so dark. So as we come this way, these kind of bring a little bit of lighting to this area as well. And now let's turn on the farm lights, because that is real interesting.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
Check out how bright that makes things.
Yes.
If we really want to light the place up, look how that
Farm's
looks.
not much, but it's something.
This way, they can work at night. Nothing is stopping them. Let's take a look from above. I love the way the shadows fall on everything.
The Minutemen are back. They've even set up a radio station to coordinate.
There you go. Look at that. Look how much it's lighting up. So, you know, even at night, not a problem. They can work, and it looks good. You can see how many people are in this settlement. There's a lot of people in this settlement. A lot more than I wanted. A lot more than it can sustain, that's for sure. But anyway, there you go. Cool lighting on the corn. Gotta love that, right?
Easy living, this ain't.
Alright, let's go up to the top here. In the bedrooms, we have just nice, you know, night lit mood lighting for the nighttime. And I like the way the porch is lit up, and then he's got a lantern over here by the guard post. Very good looking. Now let's go take a look at the other level. Oop, come on, out of my way, out of my way.
Crops been growing pretty good lately.
Alright, let's go up here, and as we go up, all the NPCs are stuck on everything. You can see this really cool purple lighting I have. It looks really great at night. Fits the nighttime perfectly.
Yeah.
So, oh, she popped up. So it lights up the merchant stations at night. Gives them a little bit of light, but it doesn't blind them. And it just looks really cool at nighttime. And then over here, it's all candlelight and lanterns
You know what
spread
I call
out
a good
everywhere,
day?
and I like the way all
One
that
ends
looks.
without an empty stomach.
And then the electrical station has its own light.
Got a dangerous look about you. Like you ain't here for me.
Has a very electrical workstation-y look to it, lighting to it. So that's this area. Let's go on the inside.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days.
In this area, I don't have it too bright in here. I just have like two workstation lights, so that it's not completely dark down here at night. Just provides a little bit of light, enough light, I should say. Another light up here for the workstations, and then some light from the fire.
Word's spreading all over the Commonwealth. The Minutemen are back. They've set up a radio station to coordinate their efforts.
No kidding.
So that is how this place looks at night. Again, I apologize for many of the mods not working and many of the things missing. Like the walls. Looks a whole lot better with the walls, to be honest with you. But there's nothing I can do about that right now.
Out here?
In the future, I'll do another build of Tenpines Bluff, and I'll do something much different in the future.
Back hurts.
This was my
Feet
first
hurt.
build of it, and
Everything hurts.
I like the way it turned out. I really do. Okay, well, that has been my Tenpines Bluff
Yeah.
early build that I did a long time ago with currently broken mods. In the future, I will do a new build of this, so stay tuned for that. But I hope you all enjoyed this build and you get the basic idea that I was going for here.
Yeah.
Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. If you like what you see here, consider subscribing, hitting the bell notification, and giving the video a like. Thank you for watching. And that's not all. If you stayed around to the very end of this video, you get a treat. We are going to see if I can spawn something in so that we can see all these lasers firing down from this area. It's really cool when that happens. I think this might crash the game, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what happens. This is an experiment. You guys are ready for this. I think the best thing to do is maybe set some enemies right here. What do you say? The first thing I'm going to do, I am going into God mode because it will kill me if I don't. But I still think it'll crash the game. So let's try the code for this. And it's been a while since I've done this, so I'm reading this from a different screen. Let's see if I can exactly do this. Alright, place enemies at me. So we're going to do player, place at me, and then the ID. Let's do some veteran raiders because it may kill them real quick. 00019 567 is the code for a veteran raider. And let's do let's start with 5. I don't want to overload it, so let's start with 5 and let's see what happens. You guys ready? This is gonna be crazy. It's either gonna crash or it's gonna work. It's either gonna be brilliant or it's not. Ready? Go.
Shit!
There you go. Oh, how cool was that? All right, we need either more or we need something more than that. Let's do 15. Ready? Go.
You just ain't.
Commonwealth justice.
They have no chance. And that just, I don't know. That to me, it just looks so cool. All right, let's try something else because they died real fast. Let's try a super mutant. 0001 AOOC, and let's do 5 of them. Yeah, 5. Yeah, let's do 5. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'll wear your guts around my neck!
Well, that took him out, and I got a pile of bodies. I feel like we need a better advantage. What do you guys say? The problem is, they have to spawn at me, so I don't know how to spawn them somewhere else. I mean, I could look that up, but I don't want to right this second.
Oh, you're good.
Huh? What else more do I need to say, everybody? This settlement is protected. I mean, it may cause some other casualties in the process, but it's protected. I like that. I think I'll start doing that for other builds where I have pretty good defense systems set up like that, because it's just a really cool thing to show. Alright, well there you go. A little icing on the cake for you in this video. I hope you all enjoyed that. Let me know what you think below. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.